Hey Austin, Nick Riley here with Driftwood Builders Roofing. Now, a lot of our customers ask us, hey, why are shingles advertised as 30 or 50 years, but you're telling me a roof only lasts 15 to 20 years? What's the discrepancy? And that's a great question, and today we're going to dive deep into it. So thanks so much for joining me, and let's get going. So, for starters, a lot of times asphalt shingle manufacturers will advertise their shingles as 30 years or 50 years. Now, they aren't lying to you, they aren't trying to deceive you, but they are a business trying to make money, and they always, advertise the best case highlights. So that 30 or 50-year number is based off a perfect world, which is, perfect ventilation, perfect insulation, normal weather exposure, and no unusual debris or storm damage. That's expectations. However, everyone knows expectations are different from reality. In reality, especially in Austin, Texas, everyone knows it gets very hot here. A lot of times the heat and UV, can wear down your roof. Everyone also knows Austin, Texas is very susceptible to hail and wind events. And a lot of times those hail and wind events, trees will go brush up against your roof, and a lot of times shaded slope can negatively wear down your roof as well. And then if you choose the wrong roofer, them taking ventilation or insulation shortcuts can wear down your roof as well. So to recap, the 30-year shingles are advertised as absolutely best case scenario. However, the reality is that in Austin, Texas, the lifespan of an asphalt shingle roof is between 15 and 20 years. So what are the top 5 biggest Austin roof killers? Well, number 1, the heat. It is hot here, and the heat will slowly wear down your roof. Number 2, hail and wind. Now, every time there's a hailstorm, we highly encourage you to get a free inspection. We'll go check your roof, try and take as much photos as possible, try and help you get insurance to pay for all or part of that roof. However, if there isn't enough hail to get a hail damage claim, a lot of times just even small amounts of hail will slowly wear down your roof. So even if it's half an inch or 0.25 inches of hail, it might not be enough for a hail claim. But if that hits every single year, then after 20 years, it will, wear down your roof and deteriorate your roof. The third biggest roof killer is poor ventilation. The fourth biggest roof killer is trees and debris. So a lot of times, with wind, a tree branch will fall off and hit your roof, or more importantly, a tree will completely come down and collapse and, gouge into your roof. So that can wear down a roof. And then the fifth biggest roof killer in Austin, Texas is install quality. Choosing a chuck and a truck roofer who cuts corners and does not install your roof properly. For example, does not use 6 nails per shingle or take shortcuts like that can really wear down the quality of your roof. So what homeowners should know is that the sun dries out asphalt over time. So daily expansion and contraction wears shingles out faster. Once granules shed, the underlying asphalt ages even faster. And in Austin, we have a lot of long, hot summers like this year, and slowly, year after year, that slowly wears down your roof. So the second thing homeowners should know is that hail slowly wears down your roof. Now, there are 2 instances where kind of hail can impact your roof. One is if it's big enough to file an insurance claim, and we have a separate video about this, but if it's usually, an inch of hail or greater, that is big enough to cause damage in your roof. And then we take a bunch of documentation, and then most of the time insurance pays for a new roof. However, if it's a little bit of hail, let's say only 0.25 inches, that's not enough to warrant an insurance claim. But if you have 0.25 inches hit your roof year after year after year after year after year, it slowly wears down your roof. This is another great reason why free inspections are awesome, because it doesn't cost you anything. And if hail damage is found, a lot of times you can get insurance to pay for your roof, but not always. Now, what homeowners should know is that ventilation is one of the most underrated aspects of a roofing system. So a roof system needs to be balanced in intake and exhaust airflow. Poor ventilation can trap heat in the attic and stress shingles from below. It can also contribute to moisture issues and uneven roof aging. And good ventilation helps your roofing system perform far better. So essentially, you want your roof to be able to breathe. And at a high level, good ventilation helps your roof breathe properly. And if your roof can breathe properly, it's going to last a lot longer.